Students, our next topic is 4.7.2, that is covalent solids. Covalent solids are called as atomic solid because they are composed of neutral atoms. Ions are not present in covalent solids, that is why they are called as atomic solids. Atoms in covalent solids are held together by covalent bonds. In covalent solids, covalent bonds are present, that is why atoms held together by covalent bonds. Two types of covalent solids are there: giant covalent solids and layered covalent solids. Giant covalent solids and layered covalent solids. Covalent solids join to form giant molecule. Giant mean bigger molecule, like diamond, silicon carbide or aluminum nitride. And here atoms join to form covalent bond and separate layers are produced. Here giant molecules are produced and here separate layers are produced, like graphite, cadmium iodide and boron nitride. Now let us discuss the properties of covalent crystals. Covalent crystals have open structures. Covalent crystals have open structures. Valencies of atoms are directed in definite direction, so packing in these crystal is looser than ionic or metallic crystal. It means that atoms are directed in specific direction. Atoms are directed in specific direction. That's why spaces will create in between the atoms that result in looser packing than ionic or metallic crystal packing. Hard. Crystals are very hard. Considerable amount of energy is required to break them. Covalent crystals are very hard. Giant covalent crystals are very hard and considerable amount of energy is required to break them. They have high melting point and their volatility is low, that less vapors are produced because they are hard, so that's why more energy will be required to convert it into vapor, so their volatility is low. Next property is conduction. Due to absence of free electrons and ions in covalent crystals, atoms are present, neutral atoms are present, free electrons and ions are absent, so that's why they are bad conductor of electricity. Only layered covalent crystals are able to conduct electricity only parallel to the layers, not perpendicular to the layers, that these are layers and in between the layers free ions are present. In between the layer free ions are present, and due to presence of that free ions they are able to conduct electricity in parallel to the layers, not perpendicular to the layers. They are able to conduct electricity parallel to the layers, not perpendicular to the layers. Electrons are available in the layers. I have said ions, sorry. These are electrons that are present in between the layers, and due to that electrons they are able to conduct electricity only parallel to the layers, not perpendicular to the layers. Next is solubility. Covalent crystalline solids are insoluble in polar solvents like water. They are covalent solids, that is why they are insoluble in polar solvents like water, but they are soluble in non-polar solvents. They are soluble in non-polar solvents like benzene and carbon tetrachloride, as we have discussed many times about ionic and covalent, that ionic solids are able to dissolve in water, but covalent solids are not able to dissolve in water because they consist of atoms, and H2O are not able to dissolve the atoms. They are able to dissolve the ions. Covalent crystal having giant molecules like diamond and silicon, that is giant covalent crystal, bigger covalent crystals. They are insoluble in all solvents, that in any solvents they are not able to dissolve because of their big size. They do not interact with the solvent molecules. They are not able to interact with the solvent molecules, that is why they are not able to dissolve in the solvent molecules. They are not able to be soluble in the solvent molecules. The chemical reaction of such crystalline solids are very slow, as they do not react with the solvent molecules, that's why their chemical reactions are very slow.